Hey guys, Joe Madden here of PickDawgz. It is, oh man, is it Tuesday? Tell me it's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday, isn't it?
It's Wednesday. I didn't know. I drew a complete blank, you guys, there. I was like, oh my God, what day is it? Trying not to look up at the corner of my computer. It's Wednesday,
Wednesday,
January.
actually.
It's
Wednesday.
it's Wednesday, apparently, you guys. It's a hump day. I'm excited. I'm joined, of course, by Rod and Brian. This is your morning show. Hope everyone's having a great start to the day. Rod, how's the start of yours? Looks like you're kind of muted right now, Rod.
Ruffalo. He's pulling a Ruffalo.
Sorry. It's cold. It's minus 25 out right now with the wind over minus 30. So other than that, the sun's out. Nice day. Coffee's tasting good. Lots of good sports on today. It's going to be a great day. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Brian, what about yourself?
So far, it's off to a good, not a bad day so far. I like the college basketball card today, and yesterday was a mixed bag. Some good, some bad. I know I owe Mitch a hat now after VCU and Davidson, but it's all good. I'll have to get him back sometime in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you have a birthday wish to send out, don't you, today, Brian?
Oh yeah, I'd like to wish my sister a happy birthday today. I think she's turning the big 40. So I know you're not supposed to mention. I'm bad with that as far as girls and birthdays, but happy birthday to my sister.
Oh, that's awesome. Exciting. It's her birthday. I was actually, Brian and I were talking before the show started, and I was so glad he mentioned it. It's his sister's birthday because it means it's my dad's birthday in Australia because his birthday is the 20th, and we all know they're ahead of us in the time zone. So I'm going to have to call him later today. So, Brian, you saved me there for sure.
No problem.
Now, you guys, we have some great games today. Rod, anything you took away from yesterday that you wanted to talk about at all?
No, nothing big that jumped out at me yesterday that was all like, woo, holy, look at that. Nothing that like blew my mind that was like, wow, what?
Well, if there ever is, I always want to hear about it. Brian, what about yourself?
I think Miami blowing out North Carolina really shocked me. I know it didn't shock Mitch, but it shocked me. I didn't think that they would lose that bad. I thought it'd be the other way around. North Carolina would blow Miami out of the water. I thought Florida State upsetting Duke, even though I like Florida State with the points, Duke losing that one at Florida State, that was a little bit shocking to me. So those two games really stuck out.
Yeah, I was really blown away by how bad Carolina beat the Boston Bruins in that game. We had a 7-1 finish in that one. Didn't expect it. I was riding with Boston. I really thought they'd do well at home there. And then, we had Philadelphia and the Islanders go to a shootout. Interesting game. Calgary finally won as an underdog, you guys, at home. So definitely a good day for Calgary Flames fans, for sure.
Canucks got it done, I believe, on the yesterday plus money. But the Winnipeg Jets didn't get it done. Winnipeg Jets lost, I believe, in overtime.
They did. Yeah, overtime loss there. So hard one for them. But yeah, we had great games yesterday, you guys. We've got a good schedule of games today. Lighter card in the NHL. Not too many in NBA. Well, I guess we got 10 in NBA, 11. 10 or 11 in the NBA today. So lots of value, lots of action out there. You guys ready to jump into NBA?
Sure.
Okay. Let's do this. I want to thank everyone who's watching and joining us right now. Really appreciate you guys all being here for sure. Seeing tons of you guys in the comments. So always nice way to start the morning with all of you guys. We'll talk those first 5. We'll do the 7 and 7:30 Eastern to make it easy for everyone. We have Orlando taking on Philadelphia. We have Brooklyn taking on Washington. We have Minnesota taking on Atlanta, Charlotte versus Boston, and Portland versus Miami. So for this one, so let me change one quick thing here. Rod, what are you liking in these ones?
Well, for me in these ones, I believe in Magic. I'm going to ride the Orlando Magic here, plus all them boatload of points. You look at this Magic team; they are 7-2 ATS in their last 9 games as a road underdog. 7-2 ATS, their last 9 on the road altogether. So they like to play on the road. They've been playing pretty good on the road, and I think that's just too many points there. So give me the Orlando Magic. I believe in magic. I think it's just too many points there. So take the Orlando Magic. The other one in this spot I like. I'm going to take the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know. It looks pretty low, and like they're trying to bait you in for something there, because it's like, why is that a little bit low? And the Nets getting plus money. Somebody's probably out. I'm going to say it's going to be Harden or Kyrie in that one. Either or, I still think there's enough guys on Brooklyn that can beat the Wizards, who definitely have not been good. I don't trust the Wizards at all. Forget it. Give me the Brooklyn Nets on the road in that one. And the other one, I think that's too many points. Portland starting to get players back. They got some guys back last game. I bet you they get more back this game. I'm going to take the Trailblazers versus the Heat. I think that's just way too many points there. Give me the plus 10, where I see it up to now. As they're starting to get players back in this Portland team, I think they start to go on a run. I think their offense is a little better than the Heat. And you look, both teams scoring 108 points a game, and you think they're going to blow them out. The Blazers 4-1 ATS in their last 4 games. I don't think so. I think this is way closer than what people think. So give me the Blazers plus the 10 points in that one.
Awesome. Brian, what about yourself in these first 5 games?
I'll tell you what, I agree and disagree with Rod over his first couple games he gave out. I agree with him on the Orlando Magic. I also believe in Magic tonight. They are 7-2 as a road dog, and the Sixers at home as a favorite 4-9 against the spread over the last 13. But I'm going to go with the Washington Wizards here. And Nets always seem to have somebody out, but basically they're one of the worst cover teams in basketball. 2-9 against the spread over their last 11. And the Wizards off a win of 10 points or more, they're 20-6 against the spread. So I would just take the Washington Wizards there on the money line. And I agree with Rod there at the Trailblazers. They were horrible ATS wise on the road, but they've been getting better as they've been getting healthier. I just think that's a little bit too many points here for Miami. So I'll take the Blazers in a slight lean there.
Okay, thanks, Brian and Rod there. I'm looking at a couple of totals in this section in these first 5 games. I'm looking at the over between the Trailblazers and Miami Heat. When we look at these 2 teams in their last 8 meetings, we have seen 6 of those trend to that over. The Trailblazers as an underdog are also 10-4 against the spread. To that over, I think we have a stronger offensive game in this one, getting us over that 227.5. I also like the over between the Hornets and the Celtics. We look at both of these teams. Celtics need to play a stronger offensive game if they want to come out and get this win and the cover. I think they do step up tonight. And the Hornets have been so strong offensively. I think we got a battle on our hands in this one. Kind of leaning towards the Hornets plus the points there as well. And then I'm liking the under between the Magic and the Philadelphia 76ers. I think we have a slower pace game in this one. We look at the Magic on the road. They're 8-3 to that under in their last 11 road games. 76ers 5-1 to that under in their last 6 games overall. So give me the under in that one, you guys. That takes us to our next set of games. We will do 8 and 8:30 games here, you guys. We've got Cleveland taking on Chicago, Memphis versus Milwaukee, Toronto at Dallas, Oklahoma City versus San Antonio Spurs. Who wants to go first?
No, I can go first. It's no big deal.
Okay.
For me, I think that might be a stronger slot there. I'm going to back the Chicago Bulls. I know they have a ton of guys out. Cleveland Cavaliers, though, they've been, I think, the best cover team in the NBA. Them and the Memphis Grizzlies probably. But it just seems like everybody's making love here to Cleveland, and Chicago still has a pretty deep roster. I think getting plus points with them at home. They're 13-8 ATS at home. So really there, it's just a public fade for me taking the Bulls. And then I'm going to ride the Thunder buddies. I first had it down the San Antonio Spurs just because it seemed like they wanted you to take the Thunder, but they've been a consistent cover team. No reason to jump off just yet. I'll take Oklahoma City plus the points.
Rod, what about yourself?
And for me in those ones, I like the over in OKC and San Antonio. You look, Spurs 5-1 to the over their last 6 as a favorite, and the Thunder Buddies 4-0 to the over their last 4 versus a team with the losing record. So I like the over in this one. I think we see some points. Run and gun, not a whole lot of defense played in that one. And the other one I like in that time slot. Give me 1 second. There it is. I'm going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bulls still missing some key pieces. No Ball out for this one. Levine's still out. Those are 2 huge key pieces for this Bulls team. Cavs are way healthier than what the Bulls are. So I'll take the Cavs in that one. Maybe the square patty play of the day, but I'll take it. Give me the Cleveland Cavs in that one. They got the more guys on their roster. Bulls 0-5 their last 5 games. There's a team with a winning straight up record. So battle of nutrition in that one, and Cleveland wins that one.
That was almost my so square play, but it was even too square for me.
Okay, you guys. Sorry, just adjusting things here. I don't know. I've gone back and forth with the Cavs and the Bulls here. I can make a side for both of these teams. You know, we have the Bulls, and they've just looked terrible as of late. Have to have a bounce back, but will they bounce back tonight? I think they bounce back if they play defensively. So I'm going to take the under 215 in this one between the Cavs and the Bulls. I think we see the Bulls try to slow this game down, keep this one under the number. When we look at these the last 6 meetings in Chicago, they're 5-1 to that under. So if the Bulls have any chance at all tonight, they have to slow this one down. And then I'm looking at the under as well between the Toronto Raptors and the Dallas Mavericks. I think we got a lower scoring one in this. Both these 2 teams do trend to that under. I think we're going to see a really strong defensive one in this one. Toronto is off that loss to the Miami Heat. They're only averaging 107 points per game. Dallas is only giving up 102. I think Dallas plays a really tight defensive game in this one. So give me the under. Okay, that brings us, you guys, to 9 o'clock on. We've got 4 games left in this section here. We have Houston taking on the Utah Jazz. Well, you guys, you look at this, 72% of the money is on Utah right now, per what I'm looking at. We have the Clippers taking on Denver. We have Detroit versus Sacramento. And we have the Indiana Pacers taking on the LA Lakers. Pacers have just been playing terrible as of late. You guys, any chance the Pacers can get things together? Brian, what are your thoughts on these 4?
No, I'm going to ride with Al Nino's favorite team, the LA Lakers here. It's the square patty play, but Pacers on if this game was in Indiana, I'd be very tempted to take the Pacers because they're a good dog cover team, but on the road, they're different. I think the Lakers got to start winning and blowing teams out, and I think they get it done. I'll take the Detroit Pistons. I know they're on a back-to-back here, but the Kings, that's a lot of points for the Sacramento Kings to lay against anybody. And Pistons 13-4, ATS following a loss, a 10-point loss. So I'm going to take Detroit Pistons here plus the points. And then the Houston Rockets, they're horrible. Just to lean to keep me interested in that game. I just think that's a little bit too much for the Jazz. I see them winning by double digits, but I don't think they get to 13.5. So I'll take the points in Houston.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. Rod, what are you thinking in these last 4 of the night?
Well, in these last 4 of the night, I will take the Lakers. The Pacers have been awful, looking awful. And the Lakers looking like they're playing a little bit better ball, and they're slowly looking like they're starting to maybe put things together. 6-4 in their last 10. Starting to look. You look at this Pacers 1-9 in their last 10. Yuck. I'll take the Lakers. I think they come up with a nice win in that one. They're starting to figure things out there. Are the Pacers. The other one I like. Give me the Clippers. I think that's just too many points for the Nuggets to try to be covering. I know Clippers always miss guys, but these are the games they like to play. They're like, yeah, we like to play the good teams. We show up and play against the good teams. And they keep
Damn Clippers.
All right, they are. They're
Yeah,
a frustration,
so
but
true.
that's what they do. They're just like, we'll play today. This is the game. We'll come to play today.
Absolutely. Was that all for you in this time slot before I move you out the big screen, Rod?
Yep, that's the 2 in this time slot. I got one more, but it's coming up.
Okay, awesome. I didn't want to prematurely move you there. I agree with you guys, or with Brian. I believe, Brian, you were saying the Houston Rockets plus those points to keep yourself interested in the game. I agree with that one. We look at them. They've struggled completely on the road, but you're giving me 12.5 points. They're 6-19 straight up, 12-1 against that spread. We look at the Utah Jazz. Fantastic straight up at home, 14-8. But against that spread, they're 8-13. They're not blowing teams out of the water. They are off a loss, which kind of scares me that they're going to come back with vengeance, take it out against this Rockets team. But the Houston Rockets are playing better ball as of late, winning their last 2 or 3, guys. It's like time to get up and party and celebrate for this Rockets team, kind of turning things around. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon. Not going to get the win, but I think they get the cover here in this one. And then I agree with both of you. Give me the LA Lakers. I don't think the Pacers can get it done tonight. They've got injuries. They just completely have been struggling. 1-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games. They did get that one push. 0-5-1 in their last 6 meetings in LA as well. And most of those games were when they were healthy. So I'm not buying into the Indiana Pacers to turn things around anytime soon. So that is where I'm looking with that. I want to give a shout out. Happy birthday to you, Jason Tatum at the same restaurant. Let us know if he said hi. It'd be pretty cool to meet him. You guys ever met Jason Tatum or anyone famous?
Me? No.
Yeah. No?
No.
What about you, Rod?
Well, I've met lots of people famous. All the 80 Oilers from the 80s, Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky, Glenn Anderson, Kevin Lowe. Kevin Lowe, I actually sat right next to. He signed me a big poster when I was in grade 4. He used to do things for the Christmas Bureau. So he came to school and they picked my name out of a bin to go get your autograph signed with Kevin Lowe.
Oh, I like it. That's pretty cool.
Tally Savalas. I had a picture. I used to have it up here on the wall.
Yeah.
I met Tally Savalas at a golf tournament. Our list goes on and on of the people, the celebrities, the people like this.
Well,
That's just a little snippet.
When I was in high school, I used to work at the restaurant at the Saddle Dome. I don't know if you've ever been to it. That's where the Calgary Flames play, you guys, if you don't know what the Saddle Dome is. And where I had to go take the elevator up to the restaurant was right across from the Flames locker room. So I got to know and meet like all of those younger guys that were playing for the Flames back then. And my funniest experience with a celebrity was Blake Shelton. Have I told you guys this one?
Nope.
Okay, so I went to the Country Music Awards. I went out to Saskatchewan, Rod. Only time I've been to Saskatchewan. Go out to Saskatoon, right? And I'd never been out there before. And I'd gone with a country singer. So I got all like the backstage, like parties and everything. So I'm standing there and I'm taking like those little chocolates off of like one of those fancy little trays. And this booming voice from behind me said, "Hey, those are mine. You can't eat them." And I was like, I looked over my shoulder and he's huge. And I was like, oh my God, it's Blake Shelton. He's telling me these are his chocolates. I took it off my plate, put it back on the thing, and he burst out laughter and walked away. I was like, oh my God, I look like an idiot too. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure he still laughs about the girl that thought he was serious, right?
Right.
So yeah, I was upset Gwen Stefani wasn't there with him. So just crazy. You weren't able to speak to him. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments here, but yeah, always interesting when you see a celebrity out in person, right? Takes you a second sometimes, at least for me. I'm like, do I know that person? Where do I know them from?
The biggest celebrity that I could probably say was Snoop Dogg. And I got mad in the beginning because I had just finished serving everybody from the bar and I was working in the Denny's. It's 3 a.m. and I'm like, and all of a sudden you see this bus, this bus pull into the park. I'm like, no, not a tour. I mean, look at this bus. I don't want to be cooking for how many people in this bus.
Little did you know.
Pulls out right up front. Yeah, little did I know. And then Snoop Dogg walks out and he's like, "Hey, we get some breakfast?" And I was like, "What?" Yeah, you can definitely get some breakfast. Definitely
be exciting to meet Snoop Dogg. That's for sure. Was he high? People are asking in the comments.
Was he high? We went at the back and I smoked the joint with him. Let's put it that way. How's that? So after his breakfast was over, I said, after you're done, meet me out the back here and I got one for you. He's like, nice. So yeah, I went out the back, the Denny's there, and we smoked one up. I didn't care if I was going to get fired. If you're going to fire me, well, I don't care. I'm going to say that I smoked.
That's a good story that y'all have.
Right? So it was like, they didn't fire me. They're like, nah, you're still good. So.
I like it for sure. Okay, guys. That brings us to Brian. What do you have for sale today?
Well, I got something a little bit different. I got my Razor's Edge 3-pack, 3 of the sharpest plays. They might cut you. You try to bet these 3 plays. They're 2 college basketball, 1 NBA, 3 plays, $50. PickDawgz.com premium picks. We're signing up for the VIP YouTube. You'll have one of those on that program.
Awesome. Rod, what about yourself?
And for me, I've got a college basketball birdcage. My 3 top best bets in the college hardwood. I'm going to have an NBA birdcage. Not momentarily. I'm going to finish putting it in after the show. For some reason, there was some lines on our books on the website that just aren't letting us put numbers in. There's no numbers there. So I didn't want to jump ahead and get some bad numbers for people. So I'll be putting that up right after the show. Or you can get my top play in the NHL, where I've got sold as singly, is my best bet of the day in the NHL. All available at PickDawgz Premium. The NBA one will be coming up shortly.
I like it. I'm just going to switch you two. So Rod, I know the logo isn't cutting off your head, was cutting off the top of yours, Brian. So I apologize for that. I felt like the PickDawgz logo was sitting right on top of your head like a hat. So
no problem. Too bad it wasn't a razor blade. Now, if we had a razor up there, that'd be fine.
I like it. Okay, guys. I have a 3-pack in the NBA over there today, as well as my top pick in the NHL. I was flirting with another one, but the line wasn't working for me, so I may get it up, or I just might pass on it. Maybe I'll just give it for my premium play today, so because it's pretty solid there. But you guys really do look at that VIP and the premium membership. So they have been straight money as of late. That brings us to a great segment here. We are going to fire up those bandwagons. Rod, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, you can take it away. Fire up the bandwagon, Rod.
Well, we're going to fire up the bandwagon. We got a little burnt yesterday. The Montreal Canadiens decided they should show up and play some hockey. That's okay. We got a big bounce back spot here. We're going to take the Houston Rockets here. They've won 6 straight on the road as a road dog. And you look at the Jazz, they've lost their last 8 as a home favorite. Yikes. Jump on the Houston Rockets. Fire up that bandwagon as we jump on the Houston Rockets. So they go for 7 straight wins as a road dog. Fired. Jump aboard. So excited.
I love it. Definitely fire up those bandwagons there, you guys. Sounds good. What was with the Montreal Canadiens last night as you say that? Like, seriously. When did they decide to play hockey?
That was a shocker, I think.
I dug into the game, and they got about 3-4 guys that were out for a while that are back from their Stanley Cup run. So watch out. I think Montreal might be starting to trend in the other direction. They got some players back that I didn't expect back in that one.
Okay. So. Interesting to hear. We have a happy dog in the background somewhere squeaking their toy away. You guys know what that squeak is supposed to simulate for dogs, right?
Nope.
Have you guys ever heard this? The squeaky sound in toys is meant to simulate the sound of something dying. That's why dogs love it. I was told this like 6 months ago, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh. Right? You think you're buying this like nice little squeaky toy, and they think they're killing something. Like, okay. Anyway, the odd things that you learn over the years. You guys, that brings us to the NHL. We've only got 3 games in the NHL today. Interesting ones. I'm excited for at least one of these. We got the Arizona Coyotes taking on the New Jersey Devils here. A total of 6 in this one. Devils as the favorite. Looks like lots of the money are on the Devils. Is on the Devils. We have Toronto taking on the New York Rangers. Total of 5.5 in this one. 2 great teams going at it, you guys. Toronto is a road favorite here in this situation. And then we have Colorado taking on Anaheim. Colorado, huge favorite in this at -260 on that money line. We have a total of 6 in this game. Ducks have been struggling as of late, so it'll be interesting to see if the Abs come out and can cover this puck line. But you guys, we look at them on that puck line on the road, 6-11 on the puck line, minus 260 on the money line. It's a hard game in this one. Rod, I'll let you take it away here, and you let us know what you're looking at out of these three for a free play.
Well, for me, these three that I'm looking at, I'm going to take the Arizona Coyotes here. You're going to give me all that nice plus money. I'm not laying that kind of juice with the New Jersey Devils team, who has not been good. They've definitely not been good on the season. Are these Devils, and the Coyotes have been they've been battling and been in some close games recently. And for me, playing a little bit better hockey. So you look, the underdog is also 4-0 in the last 4 meetings between these two teams. So I'll take a shot here with a sprinkle on the Desert Dogs and that one over the Devils. And the other one I like the over. It's like you just automatically check it off. It's like, oh, Colorado's playing tonight. Oh, okay, at the over 6. That's a little light again. We know the Ducks can put the puck in the net, and the Avs are definitely rolling it up, giving up 4 goals a game and putting 4 goals a game in. So give me the over 6, Avs, Ducks.
Nice. I like it, Rod. I can agree with you more on the Coyotes there. You've got 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched. The Devils aren't outstanding. They're just a slight bit better than the Coyotes. So the Coyotes, especially with that stat that you gave out, 4-0, the underdog is in the last 4 meetings, have a chance of pulling off the upset. I think if that happens, it's going to be a higher scoring game. So I'm going to ride with the over in this one. We look at these 2 teams trending towards that over. The Coyotes are have hit the over in 6 of their last 10, while the Devils have hit in 7 of their last 10 to that over. We also look in the last 5 meetings in New Jersey's 3-1-1. To that over. So I think we have a higher scoring one in that. I'm going to look at taking the under, though, between the Leafs and the Rangers. I know both of these teams are so strong offensively, but when I look at these 2 teams, I think defensively, this is how these teams are led. And I think we have a hard-hitting, lower-scoring battle in this one. I think really these defenses are each team's strength in here. And then for the Anaheim Ducks and the Colorado Avalanche, Rod, I hear you. I like that over. It seems way too light in this one at 6. I expected this one to be 6.5. I think they're looking at how the Ducks have struggled as of late. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche's team total over. I'm not sure if it's 3.5 or 4.5. I would take either. I'm that confident. Colorado has a big night tonight. Brian, what are you liking in these 3?
I'll tell you what, I think we have a strong value play here with the Phoenix Coyotes at this kind of plus money. They're 4-4-2 last 10. Devils haven't played in 6 days, and you're going to lay this kind of juice with them. No, thank you. I think you're getting value with the Coyotes. And then I'm going to play the Ducks on the puck line. They're 27-14 on the year on the puck line. I think it's a 1-goal game. I think the Ducks can keep it respectable. So just a lean here on Anaheim plus the 1.5.
I like it for sure. I'm just going to play musical chairs. Move us all around there, you guys.
So we had 3 threesomes. I mean, we had 2 games where we had a 3-person consensus.
I love how you're just eating your words over there. As soon as they come out of your mouth, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who does it. Every time I say something like that, I'm just like, oh God, I said it.
We all like the Coyotes, and I forget what the other one was. Oh, the Lakers. So.
Yeah, I like it. Definitely good to know when we all agree on one, Coyotes and Lakers. I'm going to make a note of that. We'll see how we do on those when we have that consensus between the 3. Be interesting to keep track of our consensus on this show and how it does for sure.
Yep.
Okay, guys, that's a fast show so far. 28 minutes. It brings us to one of my favorite segments. We're going to fire up the bandwagons. Nope, we're not. Yes.
We did that already.
We
We're
did
already
that.
fired up the bandwagons.
We're going to do It's So Square. It Ain't Fair. I can't talk, you guys. I'm having one of those mornings, but it is Brian's turn to tell us his So Square, It Ain't Fair play. Take it away, Brian.
I'll tell you what, guys, I wish this was the only game I was betting because I'm 5-1 so far in these plays. And honestly, it's the best free pick I'm giving out today. This game is so square. It almost is not fair. The books are absolutely begging you. Bettors begging you to take this game. Bettors love to bet the perceived better team, and that's what we have here in prime time at 9 p.m. to fade. Virginia comes in fading fast off a crushing loss to Wake Forest. Pitt, yes, I know they suck. They suck pretty bad, but they've been a moneymaker, covering 8 of the last 11 games this season. These teams just met at Virginia. It was a 1-point game. Cavaliers 2-6 against the spread as a favorite here. Virginia is just so square. It's almost not fair to bettors, but don't worry. I'm going to help you avoid the trap. Take the Pitt Panthers plus the points, and you're going to cash your ticket again today.
Absolutely. I do love that there. Brian, you've been just firing on those. I know, Rod, you've been doing great on those fire up the bandwagon picks as well. I love these new segments. You guys let us know what you think of them or anything else that you think would be a great idea to add to our show, something that you're definitely looking for out there. We'd like to hear it. So we love to hear from you guys and want to give you the best show we possibly can. So if I can talk every day, that would be a good thing. Struggling today. Don't know why, you guys, but I think I probably need more coffee. This is only still the first cup.
Double shot.
Espresso. Some days it's easier to talk than others. I don't know about for you guys. So
some days it is. Some days you get tongue-tied. It happens.
Definitely tongue-tied today. I'm still going to blame it on the wisdom tooth. And I can't even say wisdom tooth properly when I try the first time. Still kind of swollen. So antibiotics are definitely helping. Brings us to college basketball right at the 30-minute mark. Before I forget, though, you guys, I wanted to let you know we are going to move the time of our premium show to right before our VIP show. So if you're looking for the video, it won't be out till later. We're going to run the premium and then the VIP show hitting right at that 5:30 mark daily on the weekdays. And then on the weekends, we'll be running it just like we have been before. So make sure you join us later for both of those before I forget to mention that. Okay.
Yeah, I like that because I think it might give you a little bit of better value because we have all day. The lines are simmering. So for me, I like it at that time. So hopefully everybody gets a better quality pick at that time of day.
Yeah, I love a better layer too. That you get to see more. We'll have more information for you that way. It's just definitely get a better quality pick that way. You know, no late info is going to fool us.
Nope.
I hate that.
Absolutely, right? Because if things have moved, definitely better have that premium out that little bit later so you guys get the best info there. So I think it's definitely a move for the better. And yeah, that brings us to college basketball. Lots of games in college basketball. You guys think there's value today on today's card?
Most definitely. It's the best out of the three. It's my favorite. College basketball far and away better than NBA, I think, today.
We'll find value in college hoops from now till the end of March.
Yep. I love conference play.
Yep.
Most definitely. We got games kicking off with the first one at 6 p.m. Eastern going all the way up to, I guess, the last game, 10 p.m. Eastern. Could have guessed that. So
I think if we do the first four.
Sounds good.
We do these 6 p.m. Eastern ones, these early ones. We got one at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then we have 3 at 6 p.m. 6:30 Eastern, because then we have a whole whack at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we've got a few late games. So if we split it up into 3 little chunks, I think that'll work better today.
That sounds perfect, Rod. I'll let you take that away.
We'll do the first ones here. We got American U taking on Army. We've got North Carolina A&T taking on UNC Cashville. We've got Hampton taking on Radford, and we got Mississippi State taking on the Gators. Those are the first 4. We'll go with those 4.
Nice. I like it, Rod. Brian, I'm going to throw that to you first.
Yeah, not a big bracket here, but I'm going to take Ron Romanelli, my junior sharp's favorite team, the Florida Gators here, laying the points. Mississippi State just 1-4 ATS on the road. Florida does have horrible ATS trends, but I think this team's too talented for where they're sitting right now. I think they start to put together 10-point blowout wins. So I'm going to take the Gators minus the points. That's all for that section.
Perfect. Rod, what about yourself?
And for me, I'm going to go opposite of that. I'm going to take Mississippi State plus the points now. You can get 6 points now. It's moved up to Everybody's humping on the Gators in this one. So for me, they've only played one road game this season, and they're 0-1 in that one road game. But I think it's just too many. And you look at the underdog in this series. The underdog is 5-1 ATS the last 6 meetings. I think that's just it's gone too far now for that number for me. So give me the plus 6 points with Mississippi State. I'll take that one. And the other one I like Cashville. Give me UNC Asheville. They're just a better team. They come out and get themselves a nice win. 7-2 at home, 5-1 against that number at home. Are they on the season? So give me UNC Asheville on that one.
Okay. I like it. You guys, I'm going to ride with Army here, laying that boatload of points, minus 9.5 against American U. I just don't think American U has what it takes to come on the road and keep it close to this Army team. 3-6 against the spread on the road, 3-7 in their last 10 straight up, 4-6 against that spread. Army is just too strong at home, going 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games here. So only one I like in there. For these first 4. That takes us to the next time slot. Rod, I'll let you take that away. You might be muted. Might be. Or I
might be. I might be muted.
Maybe I have
Rufo
selective
Jr.
hearing. We'll see.
Just one of those days. We got We got Western Carolina taking on Furman. We got Mercer taking on East Tennessee State. We got the Citadel taking on Wofford. We got Northern Iowa taking on Valpo. We got Vermont taking on New Jersey Institute of Technology. We've got Stony Brook taking on Binghamton. I don't know if I said that right either. That's a handful. Binghamton.
I don't know. That's why you're reading them.
Binghamton.
I'm tripping over all my words today. I'm just gonna drink my coffee over here.
We got New Hampshire taking on Hartford. We got Maine taking on UMass. We got Albany taking on UMBC. We've got South Carolina Upstate taking on Gardner-Webb. We've got High Point taking on Charleston Southern. We got Campbell Camels in action taking on Longwood. We got Boston College taking on Louisville. We got Virginia Tech taking on NC State. We got Wake Forest taking on Georgia Tech. We got Lehigh taking on Navy. We got Boston U taking on Loyola. We got Colgate taking on Bucknell. We got George Washington taking on St. Joe's. We got Ryder taking on Quinnipiac. We got LaSalle taking on Rhode Island. We got LSU taking on Alabama. And end off 7 p.m. time slot, we got the Johnnies taking on the Creighton Jays.
Wow. It's a mouthful in this one. All the 7 o'clock games then?
Yep. All
Okay.
7 p.m. Eastern games.
I love it. Tons of value on the board here. Most definitely. Brian, let you take it away here.
Yeah, I gotta say, Rod turned me on. I didn't see Georgia Tech and Wake Forest in my first scan of these games earlier. I see something there that I really like. But as far as free pick goes, I'm gonna take the Furman Paladins, laying that huge boatload of points. They're 5-1 at home. ATS 37-15 versus losing teams. Paladins are, so they like to run it up against the bad teams. So I'll lay that big number there. I'll take Boston College plus the points against Louisville. I think this is a 2-possession win for Louisville. I think if you're getting 6.5, 7.5 with Boston College, you should be good. I'll take the St. Johnny's Johnny Cakes plus the points here. I think they're going to start to turn it around. Thinking whoever has the ball last in that contest will win it. I'm going to take the plus points. And then I'll take Citadel plus the points against Wofford here. Just think Wofford wins this game by 9-10 points. I think if you're getting anything over 10.5, I think you'd be good with Citadel. That's it for that time frame.
Okay. I like it, Brian, for sure. I'm going to be really square here. I'm going to take Villanova minus the 13.5 points. I'm really unsure why. We're seeing lots of money on Marquette here. They are a solid team, but I trust Villanova, especially at home, more in this situation. I think they're going to have a great game today. I know you can make 100 reasons why Marquette can come out and get the win, but I think Villanova is just too strong. We look at these two teams. The favorite is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. I think I do like the over more, though, than the side. We've got 138 as the total in this one. I love the over 138. I think both these teams will play at a faster pace, high-scoring game. So give me the over in that one. Then I am also leaning – you guys, I'm liking favorites. Always, I hate when I really do lean on the favorites. I'm looking at Alabama to beat LSU here, cover that 4-point spread. I know they haven't been too great at home 3-5 against that spread at home so far this season, but I think they have what it takes against this LSU team. The Tigers have been strong coming off a loss, but I think Alabama comes out and plays hard in this one tonight. And lastly, for me, I'm going to lean again on another favorite with Navy here. I think Navy comes into this one so strong. I like how they've been playing as of late. This is another one where the favorites have been dominating against that spread in the last 6 meetings, winning and covering in 5 of those. So give me them, and then give me the under in this one. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. We've got a total of 133.5. I think we're going to go under that number today. So Rod, what are you liking?
Sorry, I was dealing with some idiot in the chat.
Yeah, I was looking to see. I just saw the message, get this guy out of here. He's ruining my breakfast. Yep. I'm like, what is happening when I was looking into the camera?
Don't worry, he's gone. He's gone.
Okay.
He's long goodbye.
Man, I tell ya, some people.
For me, I'm gonna take New Jersey Institute of Technology. I think that's just too many points for Vermont to try to cover on the road. 3-3 on the road and 3-3 against that number on the road. That's a lot. That's a boatload of points. -14 for Vermont to try to cover. I think New Jersey Institute of Technology can keep that a 10-point game win for Vermont. So I'll take the points with Injit there. The other one I like Gardner Webb versus South Carolina Upstate. Gardner Webb's been playing good at home. And 7-2 at home in that number. And they blow out South Carolina Upstate in that one. Where's the other one? I'm going to take a shot here with Bucknell. If you look, Bucknell, I believe they've won the last 7 versus Colgate at home. And you get all that boatload of points. Give me the plus 10.5 with Bucknell versus Colgate. I think that's just way too many points there for a Colgate team who's 2-9 on the road, 3-8 against the number. Try to cover that. That's just craziness. I mean, Bucknell plus the 10.5 in that one. And the other one I like Alabama here. I know everybody's seen Alabama they've struggled lately, but so has LSU. I think this is a big bounce back spot for Alabama at home here. I think they get themselves a nice win. Give me Alabama, lay the 4 points. I think they get a win over LSU in that one. And I agree. Give me the Johnnies, St. Johnny's. I like the better 5. It's now a 3.5, but I honestly don't think we need that number. I think they got a good shot to outright Creighton in that one. As you look, Creighton 2-5 against the number at home this season. So I think John's come in and get the outright win in that one. I'm going to take him on the money line. We say John's on the money line over Creighton in that one.
I like it. Like it for sure. Going to play some musical chairs here for a second, you guys. It's like we should have assigned seats. I don't know who keeps turning that music on and we keep running around, you guys. Come on.
It's like school with assigned seats.
Right? Get it together. Only because the PickDawgz logo covers your head and my head if any of us, except for Rod, are up in that right-hand corner. So we'll get it worked out for sure. You guys, maybe I might.
You need to have it start flashing or something like that.
We start having flashing squares. I don't know what's going on.
Why does it have to be a square? You could have made it like a circle logo or something. I don't know.
I don't think they have square circle like
it's a rectangle.
Well, yeah, don't put any squares on me.
It's a rectangle. You're good. It's not a square.
I'm going to put you in a square box for the next show. I can make anything in Pick Monkey. We won't do that to you, Brian. It's okay.
Circles only, please. No squares.
Okay, for sure. You guys, we have one more segment for college basketball left. 8 o'clock onwards. Rod, fire away.
Alrighty, we got Southeastern Baptist taking on Southern Miss. Oh, that's an online game. Ignore that one.
Oh, man.
Hey, we got the one you jumped ahead on. We got Marquette taking on Villanova.
Oh, I did. Sorry. I like to cheat.
I
She just wanted to give it out before.
I didn't even realize you did.
I'm a Madden. That's what it is. I'm a Madden. We find a way all the time.
All good. We got TCU taking on Oklahoma State. We got Indiana State taking on Southern Illinois. We got Illinois State taking on Missouri State. We've got Bradley taking on Drake. We've got Iowa taking on Rutgers. We got Kentucky taking on Texas A&M. We got San Jose State taking on Wyoming. We got Georgia taking on Auburn. We got Xavier taking on DePaul. We got Virginia taking on Pitt. And we got New Mexico taking on Colorado State to end off the card.
Okay. Let's play some musical chairs. Brian, I'll give you the floor to start this one first. There you go.
Yeah, I think in that slot, the best free pick is the Villanova Wildcats laying the points here. I like to take Marquette when they're at home getting points or laying an odd number, but not here on the road against a hungry Villanova team that's 5-1 ATS over their last 6. I just think that they'll easily handle. And Kentucky I usually don't lay one on the road here, but Kentucky laying the 7.5 here. I think they win this game by double digits against Texas A&M. I'll take Xavier laying the points on the road against DePaul. I just think it's men amongst boys there. I think Xavier blows them out. 10, 11, 12-point win there for the Musketeers.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think Xavier comes out, has a great game against DePaul. Also looking at that over, I like it. It's dropped 1 point from 152 down to 151. I think we seriously go over that number there. I'm liking Auburn laying all those points over Georgia, 21.5 points. Scary to lay. But I think they have their number here. They're so strong at home, 8-0 straight up at home, 7-1 against that spread. I think they have a great game. I'm liking Rutgers plus the points over Iowa here. I like Rutgers, and I like what I'm seeing out of their program so far. 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games. Being really strong as a home underdog as well. 7-1-1 against the spread in their last 9 games there. So I think they're in for a good game. Most definitely tonight. Brings us to Rod. Rod, what are your thoughts on this these late games?
Well, on these late games, I like give me TCU here taking on Oklahoma State. I think that's too many points there. -5. You look TCU on the season, 2-0 on the road, 2-0 against that number. Oklahoma State 0-4, I believe I read the last 4 at home, or 0-4 is the favorite. Give me 1 second. Computer's being annoying today.
That's okay.
Cowboys 0-4 in their last 4 games as a favorite. They're also 0-4 ATS in the last 4 following a straight up win. I like TCU here. That defense is beast. Solid team with a solid D, ranked 30th in the nation, holding teams to 62.1 points a game. That's just too many points. Give me TCU plus the points in that one, as the dog is also 5-2 ATS the last 7 meetings in the series. TCU in that one. And I agree with you guys. Give me Villanova, Pound Town Marquette in that one. It's up to 13. They're begging you to take Marquette with a plus 13.5. Villanova blows them out. 15+ point win in that one. And the other one I like, I'm going to take DePaul here at home. I think it's just a touch too many points. I think it's a 6-point win for Xavier, not the 7.5. I think it's gone too far now. You look at DePaul at home; they're 8-3 at home, 7-3 against that number. DePaul plays lousy on the road. They're way better at home here. Well, the home crowd gets them going a little bit, and they come to fight in that one. Give me DePaul plus the 7.5 in that one. The ones I like in one time slot.
I like it. I want to thank Flower Villain OC for putting the song in my head. You know that one that goes, we're going to win, win, win no matter what? I don't know. Does it go, we're going to win, win, win no matter what? It's playing in my head. Whatever that song is, it's in my head now. Thank you. It's gonna be a good day, you guys. I can absolutely feel it. So much value, especially in college basketball today. I'm definitely liking it. I guess that brings us to a play that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna move you guys to the side here. Okay, guys. For a play that I am absolutely loving today, we're going to go back to the NBA. I'm going to take the Memphis Grizzlies plus the points over the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, I know the Milwaukee Bucks have been strong at home, going a 14-8 straight up. But when we look at them against the spread at home, they're only 8-14 against that spread. We look at this Memphis team. They're coming in as 11-1 against the spread in their last 13 road games. They've been playing strong basketball at the moment. Liking what I'm seeing them, especially as a road underdog here. 13-3 against the spread in their last 16 as an underdog. I think they're going to have a fantastic game. We look at this Bucks team. They have struggled as a favorite. They're 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games as a favorite. They also have struggled off rest, you guys. So in this spot, I just can't back this Bucks team to cover the 6.5 points. On 1 day rest, the Bucks are 1-5 against the spread. So if you're going to ask me if I'm going to take the Memphis Grizzlies plus the points, I Abso'Frkin'lutley am. You know what? We went back and you guys all went to your right seats. That was perfect.
Right?
We hit 52 minutes today, which I thought we'd be around 45, so that's good.
I've seen Brian knock his head on the PickDawgz sign a few times already this morning. All you had to do was like play along with it and go like, oh, and you would have been like, oh, the other way. We go like this.
Right? I think you definitely should do that if you put like up there. So
next time he goes along, because it would have hit you right in the corner, right in the noggin a few times.
Absolutely. I was thinking I could move it down to the bottom, just above our banner that is moving there, so that it doesn't cut anyone off. We'll see. I'll play around with it, you guys.
Bitler has his desk chair all jacked up. Mine's all low down, I guess.
Right? Yours is low, mine's high. Brian's is high. So I almost go out of the screen. I'm so high in my chair, but that's okay. I'm short, you guys. That's why. Okay, guys, that brings us to parlay time. I want to thank everyone who's hung around this whole show. I know it's a long show today. I like these long shows. We've been having a lot of fun today. So let's jump straight into those parlays. I'm just going to leave us how we are right now. Brian, what do you got for your parlay today?
I got another strong parlay today. I'm going to take the Lakers, lay the points. I'm going to take Citadel plus the points, and then Villanova and lay the points.
Nice. Rod, what are you liking?
And for me, I'm going to take TCU plus the points. We're going to take the Cavs, lay the points. And we're going to take the over a goal and a half in the first period of Colorado and the Ducks. I think we usually get 2 goals in the first period.
Oh, I like that one. Definitely a great way to take that. I'm going to take the Memphis Grizzlies plus the points, the Lakers plus the points, and the Arizona Coyotes. I'm going to combine those 2 that we had a consensus with in this parlay and take that. So that's it for us today. You guys, if I can talk, stumbling over my words again. Definitely a Wednesday here. Feels like a Monday. The premium show, don't forget, that will be up just before the VIP later today. That goes off at 5:30 Eastern, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The rest of you, we will be back here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for your morning show. Rod, Brian, thank you so much for a fantastic show today.
Great day. Let's make it a big winning day.
Absolutely.